I just got the opportunity to watch Dangerous Animals, and I think it might be my favorite summer movie so far this year. And for those of you saying it's not summer yet, my summer started last week, so get on board. I'm Real Slim Katie 25. Let's get into it. And this video will obviously contain spoilers for Dangerous Animals, so if you haven't watched the movie, go ahead and save this to watch later and come back once you have. So I got the opportunity to watch this at one of Regal's Mystery Movie Monday events. I really thought it was going to be the new A24 film, Bring Her Back. A little disappointed when the opening came out and I saw it was going to be about sharks. But I had faith and it totally pulled through. The last IFC film I watched was Late Night with the Devil, which really exceeded my expectations, to be honest. So I knew there would be hope. One thing to say about Dangerous Animals, it is the first horror movie I have ever seen where they sing Baby Shark, and I hope it is not the last. The crazy tonal shift of this opening scene when he's like trying to jazz them up and starts singing Baby Shark, and then he just slams the cage on them after he says daddy. I cackled. It was a very fun intro scene. I will say there was a lot of exposition to get to this movie. They spend like 12 minutes just getting to the hookup between Zephyr and Moses, which literally whatever. During their hookup scene though, when she had her raw dog on his chest, I gasped audibly when they showed that shot because I famously hate feet. I am the opposite of Tarantino. And the row in front of me heard that. And they lost it, which made me laugh because I'll laugh at fucking anything, basically. And then, when Tucker comes to kidnap Zephyr, he is also barefoot. Why are we doing all the dogs? Now, I get whatever. It's a coastal thing. People on the coast, they're living life. They're feeling the sand. But, like, if you're going to kidnap somebody on asphalt, why aren't you at least wearing flip-flops? That was very disturbing to me. And I understand that the ground isn't going to be hot because it's all in the middle of the night and stuff, but, like, come on, come on. I at first couldn't tell if this movie was trying to be a horror comedy or just a horror thriller. And again, this movie to me feels more in the thriller area than the horror area because it took a long time to get into the movie until I think something truly horrific happened. Because ultimately, I think she had the best kidnapping possible. She was kidnapped and drugged with force. Sucks, obviously. But her timeline of events is she was chained to the bed, given a sandwich and water, brought up to the top of the boat to sit in a chair. She then was brought back down to the bed, given more food and water, and was brought back up to the chair. The worst thing that happened to her, in my opinion, was when she broke her own thumb. Obviously cause for the need for the situation, but all I'm saying is it could have been a lot worse. Also, it was so fucked that he brought them the water and the Vegemite sandwich, and both of the girls drank the water before the Vegemite sandwich? Skill issue. Come on. Now, I've never had Vegemite, but it can't be good. And even if it is, wouldn't you want to wash that down? I think my favorite reaction to the first part of the movie is when Heather's like, it's not worth screaming. I've tried. And she screams when she's like, nobody can hear you. They zoom out on the boat. And my first thought was, man, must be nice to have a boat. If that tells you where I'm at mentally right now. America! Also, I don't know what it is and what it says about me, but when he's in the kitchen dancing in that little robe, it kind of did something for me. I don't know what, but it wasn't nothing. I appreciated that he appreciated the craft. It's not like her death was a waste. I mean, he already watched her death already once in the first 24 hours. She will be remembered. And I appreciate that he taped it. I feel like we've really lost an appreciation for physical media, and he didn't. Let's go Tucker. Although he is an idiot for keeping the handcuff key on his keyring. That's a beginner move, my friend. Also, at this point in the movie, shout out to Moses. He's got to be the best one-night stand anybody's ever had. They literally just met, and he's like, yeah, but I'm worried about you, and goes on to literally find her and would have otherwise died. Shout out, man. Most people aren't that lucky. And I think my partner Andrew said it best. We really need to give him so many roles. And then I realized he's from Heartbreak High. Not that I've watched it or anything. I do have a couple qualms with this movie. Like when she was double handcuffed to the bed, she should have really been easily able to get the duct tape off of her mouth. Like here, she should have been able to reach up at least around and then grab it like that. And it was very convenient for him to run out of gas on the boat when he did. But I feel you. I too am also running out of gas at the most inconvenient times. I love when she broke her thumb. I thought that was really metal. Honestly, she's smarter than me though, because I thought she was going to be breaking it this way so she could essentially put it in this way like that, which seems more difficult. The way she did it was way better. And damn, she did it because she was looking at him. That dick must have been great. I feel like I've had good sex in my life, but never enough that I would want to break my own thumb. That's the American dream, am I right? Am I right, ladies? Am I right? Perhaps my biggest problem with this movie is when she manages to get out and she locks him in the bedroom. And bro just manages to have a crescent wrench on him? Dude, I'm a carpenter and I barely have a crescent wrench on me all the time. Why do you have one? Which makes me think maybe it's happened before. I don't know. It just was like, okay, whatever. Jai Courtney, everything he did during this movie was a delight and a half. I particularly loved his monologue when he was talking about how for the fish, the stakes are life and death, but the fisherman, it's just a good old afternoon of fun. It was really, really cool and interesting. And he took the script and made so many fun choices with it. Like, he really was a great villain. Gotta have respect for him. He was just practicing his craft, you know, man? I will say, when they lower her into the water, it might be one of the worst CGI sharks I've ever seen. I mean, it could have been way worse. Obviously, I watched many movies in the early 2000s. It's better than that, but like not by much. And it just contributed to how much I was laughing at this point. There were so many good jokes. And when he was like, oh, that would have been great if this was a romance. But I prefer horror myself. Like, oh, it's like so silly, dude. Also, the plot helps contribute to this fun, whimsical feel of like, it's not meant to be taken seriously. It's about a guy who's killing women to feed them to sharks. Very reminiscent of Creep. And keeping the tapes, whatever. However, my absolute favorite part of the movie is when the shark swims past Zephyr and decides to not eat her because they are also a victim of fishermen and violence from men. Sorry, let me say that again. The shark let her go because she too was a victim of violence from men. That's fucking crazy. And I fucking laughed my ass off. And when I laughed at that, I heard a child laugh and realized there was a child watching this movie the whole time. The visual effects with Tucker's death really didn't do much for me. I honestly wished instead of trying to show what was happening, we could have seen his face more, his reaction. That to me would have been more exciting and more fun. But nothing beats the real end of this film when she's like looking into Moses and she's like, you gotta wake up. I realized there's still something for me here on land. I'm like, bitch, you're currently on the water. Both of you are currently on the water. And I'm sure I said that out loud to the movie theater because that made my eye twitch. But I don't know what I was expecting because this is the same movie that features Ooby Dooby. And her final kill line was Ooby Dooby bitch. And that's when I realized the movie knew it was a horror comedy. All in all, I enjoyed this film so much more than I thought I would. It is silly, it's cheeky, it at times feels like a satire of thrillers like this, but at the same time bringing its own fun dynamic between characters, and again, not taking itself so seriously. This really is a great summer film. I totally want to do a double feature with this movie in my backyard. It'd be perfect to watch with friends. I think I talked about this a few weeks ago too, man. This is the perfect movie for rum slushies. Don't take it too seriously, giggle at it, make fun of it, laugh with it. It's a blast. So basically, this is the new Jaws. I don't know why I'm doing so much millennial shit today. I'm just feeling like it. Sorry, I hate myself. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought of this movie. Like, is it really horrible and I just had a really good time watching it because of the theater I was in? Let me know down in the comments. Also, if you like this video, me and my best friend Louie make videos like this all the time. So please check out our channel, subscribe, give us a like. It means the world to small creators like us. Anyways, I'm gonna go sing Baby Shark now. Baby shark, baby shark, baby shark. Yeah, I'm a singer. I have a minor in singing. Cool, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Bye!